YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, MFFLs, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs, where we talk Dallas Mavericks from a fan's perspective. Listen, man, we got a good one for y'all today, man. We're gonna be talking to White Pal in Canada, man. Y'all know how we do it on this channel. Yeah, I know y'all ready for that, man. Let's see them numbers climb. Listen, man, it is the man who's excited to talk about the White Pal in Canada. It's your boy, Real. And joining me is the man that got his official the White Power jersey on right now. Don't tell him to stand up. Just believe what I'm saying. And it's my boy King. What up, man?
Not much, bro. I actually thought about, erasing or putting tape over the name back there and putting Powell.
Trash can juice. I mean, sorry, Power. Sorry.
Something like that. But yeah, bro. I mean, we got a little bit of Luka Doncic, Slovenia, Maverick news. Let's talk about it. Hey.
Shout out to the Brolo. The other brother. But yeah, listen, man. We gonna be talking about Luka Doncic today, man. Some news, of course, dropped with him and his shoe deal with Jordan, and I mean, he did a little something. He did a little something today, man. We getting all that. We getting all that. But listen, man, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing going. But before we do all that, man, listen, guys. If you're brand new to the channel, if you're into Dallas Maverick content as much as we are, you guys are in the right place. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also, guys, everybody can do us a huge favor and hit that like button, man, and help us build the algorithm up, man, to find more Dallas Maverick fans like yourself to join the Glow Yard Gang, man. This is the place to be if you are definitely a Dallas Mavs fans, man. We talk about the Dallas Mavericks from a Dallas Maverick perspective, guys. So we definitely would appreciate that. Can you ready to get into it, man?
I think I am.
I guess we can label this right here, man. The takeaways of the game, man. So we got some highlights here, man. Thanks to the Mad Blog. Great follow, man. If y'all into anything dealing with any Dallas Maverick player, any highlights or anything like that, man, this is definitely the channel you guys need to be following. You need to be following them also on Twitter too, guys. They're a great follow on Twitter. Man, they come out with these highlights so fast, man. It's crazy. But we also follow them on YouTube too. So you can follow them on YouTube and on Twitter under Mav Blog, man. It's great follow. Like I said, great follow. We asked these guys here, we can use their highlight here to play during the show today. So we're gonna play some of their highlights here. Let's see. Go ahead, open that up. Play that. All right. So yeah. So this is the highlights of the game here, bro. Listen, Luka went off today, man. First half of the game, he scored 24 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. He went 8 for 9 from the free throw line, 5 for 6 with 2 pointers, but 2 for 4 from 3 pointers, man. Boy ball. That was first half. The full game, he only played 30 minutes, of course. He got you 37, 7, 6, 2 steals, 1 block. He shot 11 for 18 from the field, 2 for 8 on 3. That could be a little bit better. 13 of 16 from the free throw line in 30 minutes. Did you get to watch the game?
No, I didn't watch it live. I saw the highlights. Saw the highlights of the game and his highlights. I was watching Twitter and seeing some people react to it while I was going down. Shout out to Matt. Matt's a great follow, guys, if you haven't. She covers the Mavs and Slovenia over in Slovenia. But this is just a regular day for Luka, man. Like, I think I'm at a point right now. It is what it is. If Luka Doncic, commits to making free throws and playing defense or giving effort on defense, he's the best player in the world. I think everybody's getting there. He's taking care of the conditioning and all. You see what happens now when he's motivated. It wasn't an exhibition anymore. He went in there playing. He made his free throws. It was good for him. Good to see him do that. He just dominated. It's Luka being Luka. Like, we expect that. It's about the rest of the team if they show up. Shout out to Mike Tobey. Mike Tobey was pretty dominant in the game as well. Thought it was a good game, man. Just in general, Luka just showed off. Like you said, he didn't have to play much. Went out there and destroyed. I'd like to see him against better competition at some point to see how if the exhibitions were legit or not, or if they were just holding something, until the real games. But it was good. It was good to see, man. They should win this group, I believe, looking at the group play. But I think the real test is if they can get out the group play once they start getting past that. So it was good. It was good highlights to watch. It was awesome. It's Luka. I expect it.
Listen, man, I pulled the wrong highlights up. I should have pulled the Dwight Powell highlights. I apologize. I know that's why everybody's here. They look at the Dwight Powell Canada highlights. I apologize. No, so I've heard from some people on Twitter too, man. They said the way Luke was playing today, man, he could have got you 50. I mean, he damn near got you 40. So, was like his 10-minute quarter, so he literally didn't play like one quarter.
Yeah.
That's it. So, look, man, we already know what Luke was gonna do, what he can do. We saw him putting in the work this offseason, man, as far as getting his body and stuff right. I think we were kind of scared the fact that we had some key players out for Slovenia and he had to do a little bit more carrying than usual.
Mm-hmm.
They decided to bring back his security blanket, Mike Tobey. Because I think it was Morgan was the one who got cut for Mike Tobey because I think they have a rule where you can't have two non-born players of that country or whatever on a team or something like that. So they end up keeping Mike Tobey, of course, because Mike Tobey's familiar with the team and Luka's familiar with him and all that stuff. So, and like you said, Tobey came up big today, man. Matter of fact, don't Tobey play for Barcelona?
I think he did. I know he played for some professional team overseas.
I want to say he played for Barcelona, but yeah.
The Gloria would tell us.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's just some highlights right there, man, of Luka putting in that work, man. Like I said, we already knew what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
I can get my ear over here. There you go. But yeah, not really too much to take out of it. Like I said, all around performance by the guy. Free throws weren't that bad. Shot 81%, but hopefully he can do that, man. I mean, if you're gonna shoot 16, you would hope he make about 13 to 14 free throws,
bro,
man.
13 to 16 is incredible.
But for him,
for anybody, I take that for Dirk. Tell you the truth, like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I know it's only 81%, but like, bro, you shot 16 of them. Like,
hey, Dirk will hit either 15 or 16 of the 16.
You're right. But think about it. Luka shot 13. That's close enough. You feel me? That's 2 off.
That's what I'm saying. I said for him, that's good. You know what I'm saying? 13
like,
out of 16, that's real good. So usually it'd be like 9 to 13 or 16.
Yeah, or 8.
Something crazy.
Or 8 or 7 to 13 or something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, he did pretty good today, man. Who they play? Who they play next, y'all? Let us know who they play next. I'm gonna try to catch that game, man. Let's see who else played today. USA look pretty good. They look pretty good, of course. Oh, got to tell you this. What I'm gonna tell you. You remember old Mav great Carlik Jones?
Yep.
You saw what he did today?
No, I didn't. But you're gonna tell me something he did tremendous, right?
So he plays for South Sudan. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he got you: 35 points, 11 assists, 6 rebounds, 4 steals.
That's the guy that we vouch for on this show, right? The one that we said, why the heck is he not on this team anymore?
The one that ended up getting signed by Chicago.
Carlik.
He looked nice, man.
Carlik was nice. You could tell he was nice and he was playing here. He was better than any of those little guys we got now. Well, I should say had on our team recently.
I'm trying to remember who we said we would take him over that year.
Frank Ntilikina.
Well, no, I'm talking about as far as one of the two-way guys.
I don't know, just making stuff up though.
Yeah,
I'd took him over any of those guys. What I'm saying, like,
I did with him, my friend.
Dwight Powell.
Did with Dwight Powell for sure. No, I'm trying to think who was it, man, that year.
I don't remember, but he probably was better than was that Tyrell Terry?
Was it Tyrell Terry? But it might have been. It might have been.
It might have been Tyrell Terry, yeah.
But I'm trying to think who that two-way guy was. We was like, man, I don't know why they didn't sign him over that guy. This is why I'm glad they got 3 two-way spots now, bro.
Was that the year we had Yui as well? Or what is it?
I think so. I think so.
That's the year we had him as
well.
We had a nice little
matter of fact. I think that he got hurt, right? And then they ended up cutting his. That's when we had that. Remember that one dude, McLaughlin or something like that?
Uh-huh.
Who's supposed to be like like Klay Thompson or whatever.
Klay Thompson, yeah,
and he was nowhere close. That's what it was. I was like, we should have let him go and then kept Carlik. That's what it was. I was like, bro, come on, man. They should have kept Carlik, bro. Then he went over there to Chicago. He did pretty good, man. But I think he signed with Chicago twice, if I'm not mistaken. But
he just an opportunity, bro. Like I know he's a smaller guy and all, but if you give him opportunity, I think he can cook.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think so too, bro. Like I said, it's all about opportunity. A lot of times with these guys, man, it's opportunity. Because he's quick, he can, he can kind of, do his, kind of get to the basket. got a decent jump shot. You know what I'm saying? You want to do things that are going to keep the defenses honest and stuff like that, man. I think he can definitely do that.
I also wanted to. I made a statement on Twitter earlier after the game, kind of comparing Luka to Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I said Luka Doncic can be the greatest offensive player. I stand behind that. I keep saying that, and I say it's crazy how comparable their games are. And that the issue was, if you go back to 88, 88 may have been the greatest, single season by an NBA player ever. And Jordan even won a championship that year. That was the year he won MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, All-Star
I think he won a
MVP,
dunk contest that year.
dunk contest. Yep, he was just unbelievable. That's when he averaged, I think, 37 a game or whatever. Like, he had to play point Jordan that year during the middle of the year and was having the triple doubles and doing all that stuff. Yep. And I said once they made a system and stopped having the system, Doug Collins, the system was Michael Jordan. Once they got Phil Jackson made a system that Michael Jordan could be involved into, as well as you could put Michael Jordan in. Today, watching this game, like, you see the same thing with Luka. Once he's able to, if he doesn't have to look for the triple double, not saying look for the triple double, but do that much to have a triple double, and he can do less. He can actually take his abilities, or give more to different parts of his game. And once that kind of happened, that's the same thing happened to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan didn't have to get as many assists and rebounds and stuff. His points just went like, whoa, you can just score efficiently on anybody because he's worried about that with a little defense on the side and all. If we can get some type of system here, bro, where Luka can play off ball, he's going to be Luka Doncic no matter what. Whenever he gets that ball, he's Luka Doncic. Like, you can't stop him. You have to create some type of system where it can be involved, where other guys can move and do stuff, and he can still be involved as well. I feel like the last piece of the team where Jason Kidd, if it's going to happen here, that's the last piece Jason Kidd has to unlock. He has to find a system. Jason Kidd needs a system. The system cannot be Luka Doncic's system. It should be Jason Kidd's system, and then Luka Doncic is a part of it. So if that happens, guys, it's easy, bro. Like, you see this stuff, it's too easy. He has guys hitting each other, tackling each other in the air and all over in Venezuela. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. Like, this is
right.
And I know we're gonna get to the questions and comments, and people talking about perfection and all that. It's because I believe it. Like, Luka's that dude. If this was somebody else, I wouldn't think it could be that close to perfection, because I see it in Luka Doncic. I think he's that great. But yeah, I just wanted to talk on that real quick.
No, you're right. Because you said it before I was about to say it. Like, yeah, it's gonna be dependent on Jason Kidd, man. We always talk about the fact that he don't have excuses no more, because now he has a lot of guys. Because I think the main reason why Luka has been, I think we talked about this before, even with Young Musk, we were telling him this. Like, one of the main reasons why he's so ball dominant, because you had guys who couldn't create for themselves on the team, man. So it was so heavily dependent on Luka, and now you got this team full of guys now that not necessarily they can't create for themselves on a high level, but they can create for themselves a little bit more than the guys we had previously. That's the reason why you see Nico and them completely flip the roster, is because of that. We talked about that before. Like, having more guys on this team is not heavily dependent on Luka. That helps the offense flow a little bit better, to where it's Luka's not having to go out there and literally do everything, right? And like you said, it make it easier for him. If he get a triple double, it's gonna be an easy triple double, because you got guys who can go out there and get their own. It takes pressure off of him, and so it's all, like you said, it's all going to depend on Jason Kidd. This whole thing we talk about now is going to depend on Jason Kidd, man. We talked about that during the crossover. So hopefully, man, Jason Kidd can figure this out. I mean, ain't he still down there in Slovenia?
I don't know. Has he came?
I don't know if he came back or whatever, but supposedly
I
he's
didn't see him
down
in the
there to
game.
take notes or whatever. So
They haven't showed him on like any highlights or anything like that. So he might be back.
I guess, man. Supposedly, like I said, he's supposed to be down there taking notes or whatever. So we'll see. All right, man. You ready to get to the news and the notes here?
Let's do it.
All right, man. So these are the news and rumors, as you would King would say in his French accent. News and rumors, man.
You
Listen,
better watch out, man. They canceled Pepe Le Pew.
who?
Oh yeah, he doesn't exist. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he don't exist, man. Listen. Shout out to Pepe Le Pew, man. Let me do this. No, man, I read the first time. All right.
Go ahead.
Listen, man. We do this. He went this.
You can make it bigger. Pause.
There you go.
There you go.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about Luka, man, with his reportedly signing the Jordan Brand contract extension through 2029. Listen, Supposedly, man, Luka's gonna be seen now as the face of Jordan Brand, man. Let's go ahead and read into this real quick, man. Let's see. The Dallas Mavericks star Luka Doncic has signed a 5-year contract extension with Nike's Jordan Brand, according to NBA insider Mark Stein. The agreement will continue Doncic's run as the leading face for the shoe powerhouse through 2029. Stein wrote. That means Doncic is locked in with Jordan Brand for longer than he is a Maverick.
Mm.
The 4-time All-Star contract currently runs through 2025 to 26, with a player option in 26-27. Jordan Brand first announced Doncic as a signature athlete on a 5-year deal back in December of 2019. He had previously signed a 2-year deal with Nike while a player for Real Madrid in 2017.
And Miles Garrett's workouts are wild. They had a
Yeah,
video
yeah.
about
Big swole dude trying to play basketball.
I mean, he's killing the celebrity game.
Yeah, he did. All right, man. What's your takes on this, man?
Again, it is what it is. We've been yelling this forever, bro. We asked why Zion get to shoot first. You feel me? Like, why is this a question? Shout out to Kendrick Perkins when he told us to carry on because nobody would want to Luka Doncic shoe.
He knows best.
He knows best. He has his own signature.
Yeah.
Shoot. Yeah. I ain't gonna go at it because he was on the Celtics and all. And the Celtics aren't known for having a bunch of signature shoe guys. But shout out to Jason Tatum. But the Mavericks, going back to this, Luka and all that. This is what it is, man. Like you knew that. LeBron already said he'd love to have him on Nike. I remember when he was showing off like Steph and them for Under Armour. Like everybody, they know not only just the U.S. appeal but the world appeal. Luka is selling shoes wherever. He's over in Paris every year for that. What is that? Quad 54 tournament and all that type of stuff, like promoting Jordan with Zion. I know they're still trying to push Zion as the face of the American League, so he still has to be there. But the real face is Luka over there. We know what it is. Other than that, man, like it's incredible. I wonder if he's ever had that conversation with Jordan yet. He probably hasn't, though. Why they picked Zion first? But I know I would. I would throw little shots at him and all that because it's Jordan. But it's good news, man. I expect to see a bunch of Lukas around here. Luka 10s? Hopefully, we get retro Lukas in the future. But from all I guess fingers pointing, it looks like Luka's going to be the guy that actually can do something with the Jordan brand. Other guys, Russell Westbrook. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much their shoes sell. I don't see a bunch of Russell Westbrook stuff. Not gonna lie to you. Chris Paul's. I know Carmelo had a couple at the beginning. D Wade was Jordan for a second too before he was Converse, right? And then went over to China, I believe. But yeah, usually if you're not
actually he was Converse first,
Converse, then Jordan, then left
yeah.
him to China. Okay, I knew he was. I'm sorry, I had different. I had it backwards, but yeah. So usually guys other than the Jordan retros and usually the current Jordans in the actual league when you're playing basketball don't work. But it looks like Luka's going to be that guy that actually sets it apart, and that's another part of his legacy. He's a legend. He's legendary, and we just don't know it yet. Well, we do know it, but we just haven't seen it yet. The complete story. So I'm good.
Man, I told my wife one day. I said, "Man, I can go to the store right now." Like I went to this place called Shields here. I went there and I got me some Lukas. I ordered them and I picked them up there. Like that shoe was not in the stores, right? But when I went back there to the back to see what they had a bunch of the Zions and they had a bunch of the Jason Tatums and stuff like that, man. But the Lukas are the ones that's kind of hard to get to. A lot of the releases, man, you got like shout out to Luka Don Kicks. A lot of the stuff, the shoes that the Lukas, a few of the ones that I got, I had to get through a link that he posted on Twitter, right? You couldn't just walk in the store and get them. You mentioned the Quad 54s, you know what I'm saying? Like well, matter of fact, yeah, like these right here, I couldn't get these in the stores. I had to order these on. I think I got these off of Nike.com, I think, or yeah, Nike.com. He sent the link. He posted a link on Twitter or whatever. The what else? What's the other one? Oh, you can get these in the stores now. Yeah, now you can get these in the stores. But at first, you had to go through the link to get these. And then, of course, these right here, these are definitely not in stores. You definitely got to get this through that link that he posted. So I got lucky on those three. But I think the only one that I saw that you can, only one I actually went to the store and bought were these right here. These are the only ones. And I wore the heck out of these right here, man. These are the main ones I wear. The other ones I don't really wear a lot, man. I try to keep those clean. But yeah, I just like I said, those are those Lukas, man. And like you said, I remember when Kendrick Perkins made that comment, man. It's like, see, I'm an ex sneakerhead, so I kind of have an idea and understanding of how the shoe game works. And like you said, with Luka being an international superstar, international, you just put that to the side. That's going, he gonna knock that out the park already, right? And not just in Slovenia, but in Spanish speaking countries too, right? Um, they talked about the fact that when Luka and them went down to Mexico City, how many like the whole stadium was like flooded with Luka jerseys, and so people forget about his international pool that he has, like you said, that and the fact that him being one of the top, 3 or 4 players in the league right now. Like a lot of that has all that culminates to his success with the Jordan brand. And Jordan, see, I saw that, which is why they extended him. You know what I'm saying? Which is why they're making him the face of Jordan brand. They understand that, you know. And so it kind of reminds me too when Jordan went up there and hugged them and all that stuff and tell them, hey, you next.
Yep.
Jordan knows. He
Steph
knows.
Curry
Like,
knows.
yeah,
LeBron
Steph
James.
Curry knows. Yeah, LeBron knows. Like, this is why also, like you saw with, like you said, you brought up LeBron. This is why LeBron wanted him. LeBron was going to start his own sneaker line through Nike, like Jordan did. He's going to start the LeBron brand, and he wanted Luka to be his first signature athlete, and that's why. You know what I'm saying? Like they know, man. Like only people who don't know is people who just don't like Luka, man. Like they hate on the guy or whatever, right? And it's like, come on, man, you got to be real with yourself. Like the dude is he's marketable nationally, internationally, whatever you want to say. The dude's marketable, and you can see what his shoe sales. Like I wouldn't have bet you he's outselling both Zion and Tatum.
Bro,
Like I don't even see a lot of people even talking about Tatum shoes like that.
when you got I guess when you're on top of the world and you got a guy that's one of the best players in the world, if not the best player, they're gonna be polarizing. It is what it is. We got our LeBron, we got our Kobe, we got our anybody else. Like whenever you're great, you're usually polarizing. Like it is what it is. They usually like, why is he saying it so good? You feel me? Like everybody else. It is what it is. So the real ones know though. That's what I always say.
Yeah, I agree, man. But yeah, do you want to show yours or you good?
Nah, you already got mine. You done showed all yours. I don't even want to show up.
Yeah. Say, man, go and get you them eggplant Jordans, man. The Luka Jordans, man.
Hey, you know what? Real talk. I see We Talk Hawks in the building. Shout out to Demond and We Talk Hawks TV. He said, "Where's your Trey Young threes?" I'm not really an Adidas guy.
I ain't either.
Like I've always been a Nike dude. Really, I sometimes dip and dabble in other brands, but mainly for shoes, I'm more of a Nike guy. Nike Jordan. And as far as the threes, I haven't even seen them. As far as Trey Young threes, I want a pair of the Zions though. With the Zion PE Jordan ones, the lows, them zombie ones. I still want those. I thought the zombie ones were tough.
The only I got the shell toe Adidas. I bought those because we went to a 80s party one year. Those sitting in my closet. Probably sell them. But the only other than that, the only Adidas I got, man, is them the Damian Lillards, man, the 8s, the ones that was fused with Shaqnosis.
Yeah, I had the Adidas. Was that Derrick Rose? Derrick Rose Adidas or Reebok? He was Adidas, right?
No, yeah, Adidas.
He was Adidas. Yeah, I had the Derrick Rose, the super light ones. What was the 0.5s or something he was calling them? I was hoping them back in the day.
Derrick Rose was the only sneaker that I know that had like Derrick Rose 1, then Derrick 1.5, then Derrick 2, then Rose 2.5s, then Rose 3, Rose 3.5s. I'm like, bro, you got like 12 sneakers now, bro, doing that, man.
You like the Lion King out here, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. But for those who don't know, it was a Lion King 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5, guys.
1.5. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got, man. You got anything else you want to add?
Nah, I mean that's pretty much it. Luka. I mean, I know it's exciting news and it's Luka. It's starting to get boring. That's why I said we're ready for championships and trophies now, Luka. Let's go, man. Like this, it is what it is.
Man, that's why I say this year is going to be very interesting to see what he does.
Yeah.
We definitely going to find out, man. This might be it. We've seen it so far right now with Slovenia, man. So we're going to see.
I believe it, man. I'd bet my house on it.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
I bet my house on it. I feel like this is it. As long as let's see him get through the FIBA first. Knock on wood. You feel me? Like I don't want nothing to happen, but I think if he gets over here and he's still in the same shape, I think he will. I think the conditioning was the major issue. I think the major issue of him looking like fatigue. That's the memories that folks have in their heads. You at the end of games and stuff like that, like not being able to go. So if he's able to go and destroy guys and arguably be clutch player of the year as well, because that's an award. What is it, Jerry West? I think award. Then I don't see why not, bro. Like I think this is a special year for Luka. He gonna go for all of them. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually playing for the All-Star MVP this year because he's in shape.
All right, man. Let's get to the peoples, man. Let's get to these questions and these comments, man. Listen, if you guys have any questions or any comments, guys, addressing us, please hit us with the WTM, guys, in front of your question or your comment, so that way we know you're addressing us and not your fellow Glow Yard members. And we ask you to be respectful with your question or your comments, guys. All right, man. What we usually do, we attack the super chats first, and then we get to the regular chats. So we got a couple of them up here already. Let's go ahead and get into them. JP was good, man. Said Luka's court vision is just next level. How many others like him in the NBA? Not many. Yeah. We had talked with the guys, man, from the crossover last weekend about that, man. You got, the Trey Youngs, you got the LeBrons, the Jokic's,
James Harden.
yeah, I guess you could say James Harden.
I ain't gonna disrespect him. Chris Paul. Maybe just names. We talking about court vision names. I ain't saying he is. I'm just saying guys.
Because the thing to me about Chris Paul is more like a traditional point guard as far as like setting guys up. Like that's what I look at with him. Like we're talking about guys who can pass guys open.
Do you not consider John Stockton having great vision?
I look at him and Chris Paul more in the same vein. Like,
that's what I'm saying,
do you think?
Point guards?
Yeah, just traditional. Like they set guys up nice. Like I'm talking about guys like LeBron and them. They can make a pass to a guy and set that guy open with their pass. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a certain play you're running. It's just like, yo, you seem to be cutting or moving, or I see you gliding a little bit. I'm hitting you with something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I look at when I say that vision. Like Magic used to do, right?
Yeah,
fancy pass. Like I'm looking at you, like the play, the traditional transition is for me to pass you the ball because you up ahead, but I see this guy behind me who might have a wide open lane. I'm gonna set him up for the open shot.
So let me ask you: you can be a great passer without having the best vision.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like if you can't stop something, it's like the same narrative with like James Harden versus Giannis before. Remember when it was like one guy has a bunch of skill and one guy just dominates? And I'm like, well, if you can dominate and keep getting me 2 points or whatever over and over again, like I'm not complaining. Like I want you to continue dominating. Keep throwing that right hook if that's your punch. Like don't try to jab all day. So John Stockton is amazing, man. Like that's the reason what's his name? Karl Malone has so many freaking points. Like I think Karl Malone really benefited. I don't think Karl Malone is as good as, I don't want to say as good as, it's not that he's not good. He's just not, I know that's Larry boy. Larry gonna love this. But it's not that it's not that he's not as good as people like think he is. He's still a top power forward. I just don't think like skill-wise and all, he is as high as people want to put him. Like he is probably at the 5th spot in my book. Around that 4 or 5 spot. Like I don't, probably 5th. Like if he even 5th, the Tim Duncan. I'd pick KG, Tim Duncan, Dirk. I'd pick Charles Barkley over Karl Malone. I might pick Kevin McHale over Karl Malone, bro. People sleep on Kevin McHale, but Karl Malone right at like 5, and people be having him as like the number 2 power forward of all time and all that stuff. I'm like, I don't believe it. So I think John Stockton bring it back. I think John Stockton a big piece of that. I think Chris Paul, like you have to take into account guys' careers that he's kind of made. Like Blake had one.
Sorry, I forgot about Jason Kidd.
Oh, was Jason Kidd? What do you consider him?
Yeah, he's one of the ones that can set you up. His passes help open you up.
Okay, so he got. Is he more of like in between? Would you feel like
he can't? Yeah. Because once he got older, he's more like that.
Yeah, he's not as flashy as like a Magic, Braun, or Luka or even
As he
like
got older. Remember,
Joker.
remember his young Jason Kidd?
He was flashy. He would give you out the. Ooh. But
Man.
how about like Gary? But Gary Payton would give you nice passes and all. That's why I'm like, it depends. He has awesome vision. I
Now,
don't
now
want
Gary Payton is more in that middle.
that like a. That's
More
hard.
that,
It's a hard decision, man.
He's swaying more toward the Chris Paul side though.
Yeah, but vision. I understand what you're saying. Like, but I think Chris Paul has vision though. Like, he's made guys' careers off of him. Like, you gotta give him something, bro. Like every team he goes to, like even if it is just a traditional point guard, then like they say he's the point guard, like they say them because he runs it traditionally like perfect because everywhere he goes, until now with his age and all, they just win. Even OKC and all that with Shea and all that, they were winning when that happened. They got the 4th seed, I believe, that year. So like,
yeah, no, like I said, I'm not as far as a floor general and a leader, yeah.
But his vision, so his takeaways from his vision though, because he does basic passes.
Like I said, when you think of, remember I said on the show, can you think of a time when you like, oh my God, that Chris Paul pass?
That's the Chris Paul bash though. That's the bash on his career. He's too conservative. He doesn't take chances. He's more worried about his assist to turnover ratio than actually winning the game. That's been the whole knock on Chris Paul his whole career.
Yeah, because his turnovers are not high.
Bro, his assist to turnover is dumb. It's like 4
guys
to 1.
like Luka and LeBron.
Bro, it's like 4 to 1
and
for
Trae Young, those guys got high turnover rate because they do them kind of passes or whatever, right?
It's stupid. He that's what he's known for. So it's kind of like he doesn't take as many chances. But like Chris Paul will pass that ball, man. Like I understand what you're saying though, bro. Like I'm not gonna beat it. I understand. But Chris Paul gotta get credit though. I'm not gonna discredit.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. Oh, he's a trash boy. I'm just saying like as far as like when I think of passes, like Magic,
you didn't look.
Yeah, like I said, their passes, like I feel like their passes open guys up.
Does LaMelo have more vision than Chris Paul?
Yeah, as far as like opening guys up, I could see that because is he more Chris Paul or more Jason Kidd?
He more fancy, but is he I don't know. It's a hard decision. That's a good show by itself. Like that's.
Hey, you know what? This might be one we need to get on doing the crossover.
Yeah, get a crossover. That's a good show, man. As far as court vision and all that, I like it.
Court with the 499 don't know. He's also a glow yard memory. Says much love, guys. The Rangers on the skid. What's happening with them? Not able to watch. Luka wakes up and drives 37. Easy. Shake my head. MJ reincarnated. Wow. Yeah. We came just talking about it before the show started, man. We lost, I believe, 8 in a row now. I don't know what's going on, man. We just ever since that dang twin series, man, it's just like we just went downhill. I don't know what's going on. We tied now with the Mariners. The Mariners been on the run. We worried about Houston. Houston it fell off, thank God. But now we in a battle with the Mariners and stuff right now, man. So yeah, it's not looking good for us right now. We picked the wrong time to get cold. We were like the hottest team in the league there for about 3 series in a row, and then all of a sudden just bam. So I don't even know, man.
Corey, shout out to the 80 bunch. You know, shout out to the teams that got 80 wins.
It was on our way.
Y'all still gonna win 80, man.
Hey, I was on my I want to be 80 right now though.
Yeah, y'all probably not get to 100 though. Y'all probably not get to 100.
Yeah, probably not now with this streak we on. But no, I wanted to continue to stay on the path we were on, be that number 2 seed, and then stay in that bracket. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really wanted. But
you might have to play Houston first.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Why don't just beat them and get them out the way, bro? They struggling too.
No, I want somebody else to take care of them, man.
Oh man, you can't be scared.
Hey,
it's just like remember,
be the best. It's just like when the Mavs played Golden State. We could beat everybody else, but just that one team, man. I want to play Golden State, bro.
I feel you, but remember 2011 though, when we played all the teams we didn't want to play, and still beat them and won the championship. To be the best, you got.
It was just the Lakers.
Shoot, for me, I didn't want to play the Lakers. I was afraid of OKC that year still with the young Thunder. Bro, Kevin Durant was nice, bro.
No, I ain't saying they're nice, but like when we beat the Lakers, I was like, we going to the finals. I said that too.
I feel you. I thought we moved to the finals. I still wanted to see it though. Like it still was the Mavericks. You feel what I'm saying? Like
yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
In Portland, we went down. Well, we was up 2-0 and then lost the next 2, and I was like, oh man, come on, man.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, we was up 2-0, I think, in Portland, and then lost the next 2, and then won the last 2.
Okay.
Because they were like same old Mavs.
I thought we lost game 5, and then we came back and won game 6.
I thought
That's the
we
game.
lost.
Game 5. That's the game that what's the name went off.
That'd have been in Dallas because we had home court. It was
Okay,
game
yeah, you right
4
there.
where he went
Oh,
off.
I thought it was. I remember I was like, oh, people missed when we were like, oh, y'all about to lose it, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
was game 4. They won both of the
okay.
ones in Portland when we went back to Portland, and then we went to Dallas. We beat one in Dallas and won game 6 in Portland, and got it done. But that happened. Then we played the Lakers. We swept the Lakers. I'm still like, all right, man. I felt like something real. Maybe we're gonna win this all, but it's still the Mavericks. I still got to see it. So OKC was still Kevin Durant. Like that series was a 5-game series, but it wasn't like we didn't destroy OKC. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like
they
we
collapsed.
came back in a
They
lot of them.
literally, they collapsed literally in all the fourth quarter except for one they won.
Yeah,
They
like
held
we
on
was.
to that one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and you feel me? After that year, I feel like Kevin Durant would never let us hold that again. Like he would always just make buckets on us in the fourth quarter from that point on. So I was worried about that, and then Miami
What
Heat.
about now, though?
Who?
So what about now?
Oh, now, I mean, didn't he make one against us last time? Shoot, he always seemed to make one against us at the end. Still, Luka had.
You talking about just against us? They talking about
just Kevin Durant? Yeah, against what is it? Spencer Dinwiddie had to make one after his shot when we beat him that first time. Then last time Luka missed it.
He didn't do that in the playoffs.
No, not the playoffs. I'm talking about us.
Oh, okay.
About the Mavericks, just the Mavericks. I'm talking about, not in the playoffs.
I was throwing them.
Yeah, it's Kevin Durant, the number 2 on the team. Yeah, and we at that point now. Does everybody say that?
Don't ask us. Ask Trey.
But Trey, blow y'all, all y'all. Is he the number 2 now on the team? Are we at a point now where I can stop worrying about him being in the conversation of being a top 10 player? Is it over? I think it is, but we can go to the comments now. Johnny B, what up? Blow y'all gang member. He says first comment. I'm surprised you're not late today like we were. But thank you, Johnny B, as always. Rivs, blow y'all gang member. What's up?
Warner just re-signed PJ Washington to a 3-year deal for $48.
Rivs, blow y'all gang member. Shout out to your Dodgers too, Rivs. I'm watching you. Y'all about to hit the 80 soon too if y'all ain't hit it as well. He said, "What up, gang? What up, Rivs?
What up, Rivs?"
I thought Atlanta was going to run away with the NL. Now we ready to see the Dodgers versus the Braves. Matthew says Luka was cooking today, made it look easy. He basically the face of the NBA as of now. Plus that extension with Jordan is fire. Absolutely, Matthew. Nancy says, "Good morning, fellas. How are you today?" Awesome, Nancy. Thank you for asking. That's it. That's all I got. Only got one pin.
Sorry. I was trying to move my stuff out the way so I can see y'all better.
I see you, Richard. He says, "Good morning, everyone." What up, Richard?
What up?
JP says, Luke is simply otherworldly. Wow. Hey, who you telling, JP? I be trying to tell Slovenia that sometimes. Like, I don't even know what y'all got. Nancy says, not sure why any podcast would be talking about the Mavs might not make the playoffs this year. Why would you even talk like that, even if you're just looking for things to talk about? They better hope that's not the case. Or if you thought Luka was unhappy at the end of last year, that would be nothing compared to if they didn't make it this year again. Your thoughts? Yeah, Nancy. I mean, I know content is better for myself and Ro when the Mavs are winning. So I wouldn't be hoping for the Mavs not to make the playoffs, because if that happens, last year was a bump. Like
last year was trash.
Yeah, I hated last year. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not y'all.
I hated doing shows after the games, man. It was a lot of rinse and repeats, and I got tired of talking about the same stuff every show.
Yep, it's because of y'all that made the day better. Actually, it's a lot of times I'm like, I don't want to do this. Oh, you guys, we ain't here talking 2 hours now. JP says this Mavs backcourt is the best in the league by far. We just might get a legit 5 if we want regular season sustainability. Just fact. For you, JP. I hope. I mean, really, I really want to see Derek Lively play with the starters or with the guys now. That's what I'm at now. Big J, Glow Yard gang member, says, good morning, fam. Where is Larry with those goalposts? Call him GP.
GP Larry, man. Shout out to Larry, man.
Shout out to Larry. Nancy. Oh, before that, definitely become a Glow Yard gang member, y'all. If you can join, please, because Larry, Johnny B, Richard, we just got a gang on there to stay on. They make the show every Friday, y'all.
Man,
All right.
that might be my favorite time of the year, man.
Yeah.
Favorite time of the week, I should say, is the Friday
Yeah.
morning shows, man. Them
Them
things
is
be
on.
fire.
Nancy says my biggest concern is Jason Kidd and whether or not he is going to coach or just let them figure it out on their own. I understand that to a point, but the West stacked. Every game counts for position. I feel you, Nancy. I hate that. Last year we wouldn't have been fighting that or that far out of the playoff position if we just took some games seriously. But
You
it is
said
what it is.
Oklahoma.
Hey, I didn't say anything. You said it.
Yeah, remember too, Dallas was 0-7 without Luka, so that was
7 games.
7 games right there.
7 games, a lot of games to be giving up. G2 says a wise man once said Luka has the whole world in his hands. R.I.P. Bray. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt, man. Rest in peace. Richard Glow Yard gang member said, damn, that's Jordan Ness. Yep.
Making it look easy out there.
Richard says, not sure, was proud of Dwight's 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 hit to the face, but feel proud. He knows y'all show him or somebody with them watches. Y'all, they let it slip. I'm tired of talking about that, man.
6 points. That's average.
Yeah, I'm tired of talking about that, man. Like, Coy says, I watched the full game. He played a majority of the game off ball, like 90% of the game. Maybe dribbled up the court like 10 times. We played Georgia on Monday.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, Coy, if y'all can let us know what time that is, man. Eastern and Coy. Oh, Coy is Eastern, right?
Yeah. No, I think he's y'all, right? Ain't Coy in mid? I don't know. I'm not sure. Let us know, Coy. Richard says, I got you. Okay. Nick was sure proud. I see. I got you, Richard.
Oh.
I got you. That makes perfect sense, man. I got you. We Talk Hawks TV, Damon. What's up?
What up, Damon?
What up? What up, Damon? And I saw your message about your trade threes. I told you got to show us the trade threes, man. You need to see how they look. Plus Adidas, my foot, man. Size 14.
Yeah, I seen the trade threes. I seen them.
They be wild. Coy says Chinese fans had Luka Slovenia jerseys in the stands today. That speaks for itself. Yeah, Luka need to go over there and get them Chinese fans if he don't already. You know, they major. Lloyd says, King, the voodoo ones, I like those too. Yeah, Lloyd, the voodoo ones, the Jordan 1 lows, the PEs.
Oh.
With different colors on there, like I think brown, purple, and all that type of stuff.
I thought you talking about a Luka Jordan 1. I'm like, I didn't know they had no.
No.
Voodoos.
The Zions. I'm actually contemplating getting those. I think they tough. Dre says this from
What up, Dre?
Lawrence Tears,
y'all. Lawrence Tears, guys. Yeah, and check out We Talk Hawks too, guys. We Talk Hawks on YouTube, and check out Lawrence Tears on YouTube, guys. Nick's channel.
He says Luka's own mama tried to finesse him because even she knows that Luka's name attached to anything is millions of dollars. But that being said, when y'all getting your Julius ones, man, when y'all gonna get them? I got the street clothes. I should pull up them street clothes for y'all.
Them
KPs. They New York colors too. The street clothes ones. I got them for y'all. He says Rose. Demond says Rose is Adidas. Yeah. He said, yeah, I have 4 pairs of Rose Adidas, but Harden has the ugliest shoes ever. Every last Harden shoe is trash.
Bruh. The only thing I got close to Harden is I got some Iverson Harden collab shoes, but they look like Iversons. It just got Harden symbol on the back. That's it.
Wade done have some fugly shoes too, man.
Yeah.
Who else? You like? Let me ask your opinion on this. You like the Kobe's, the Adidas, which ones are the hard? The ones like the convert that look like a car or whatever.
You talking about no, you ain't talking about space shoes.
Are they the space shoes, the gray ones with the
no, not those are Kobe 3s, man. Them like the worst ones of all time, bro.
You say the worst shoes of all, like
the trash can. I mean the yeah.
They try to treat them now like they different. Like I remember when they came out and they were trash.
They cut that hard part of the top and they made it like soft. You could zip it or whatever.
Yep.
No matter, I would rock those.
Oh,
but
man, get out of here.
But the what you call them space shoes, them just were trash, bro. You can't doctor them up any kind of way. Those things trash.
Yeah, Kobe had some rough ones other than the Crazy 8s before Nike.
Hey, that's why he lived.
Certes, I tell you need to let me know if I'm saying it right. How do you feel about Brunson being Captain America one day and then forgotten for Ant, the new face of American basketball? I don't think it's so. Captain America is more of the point guard moniker that's on him. Like I think everybody thinks Ant's going to be the best player as far as the guys on the team. Like I even told you guys, I think Ant's amazing. I'd love to have him right now. on this team with Luka Doncic, like right now. So
and all that does, that's just symbolic of how they treat the players nowadays. Like, remember a couple years ago, Ja Morant was the hottest thing in basketball. Then after that, it was no. Before that, it was like Tatum. Then it was Ja Morant. Then it was Trae Young had his little run, and Jokic had his run. That's how it is, man.
yeah.
It's just he's a new hot toy.
Matthew says, like you said, Rel, September 5th could be a trade date for the Mavs. Need that big 100.
Yeah, I really believe they're gonna make a trade after the 5th.
Yep. Harold says Slovenia's second best player is Mike Toby. Pathetic. Hopefully Jason Kidd get it right. Otherwise, fire him at the deadline. Also, I don't care. Trade first, whatever for Aiden. On board with you, Harold. I've been saying that. And shout out to Otani, man. His elbow.
Man.
No more pitching for him.
He says elbow itching.
Shoot, if I was him, I'd probably just tell him my elbow was itching. Either way, bro. Like, they ain't going nowhere. The Angels are let down. That's one of the
They about to lose that dude
30 for 30,
man.
bro. The 30 for 30s of major letdowns ever. The Angels, they done had Pujols, Trout, and Otani.
Yep.
And he didn't put he talking to the glow y'all, but yeah, Dre says Captain America ain't the most powerful Avenger. He just the leader.
Yeah.
And about Jalen Brunson. Richard says Mark Jackson was traditional ball, but his vision was great too. And LOL, don't forget Bird and the pistol. Yeah. I wasn't going. I was just picking the best out of the bunch. I already know. Richard.
Yeah, we were just
Bird is
we'll be here all day trying to pick everybody.
Yeah, Pistol may have been too much of a. He more of a Pistol Pete to me more of a white chocolate type passer. He may go a little above and beyond. Like, I know his scoring and all is better than white chocolate, but Pistol Pete wasn't known for winning either. He just fancy. Coy says PJ Washington Hornets 3 years, $48 million. Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, just saw. Dang it, man. Oh wait, what did he say? He said 48. Oh, okay. No,
48. Yeah.
Yeah, 48.
Harold says elite court vision, unbelievable passing, Joker and Luka. That's it. I'll be Harold. Y'all keep discrediting LeBron James, man. Like, I keep.
Hey, like I said, don't. I know we Mavs fans, man. We gotta take our feelings out of it. But listen, Trae Young too, man. Trae Young too.
Yeah, Trae Young.
Trae Young.
Trae Young. I understand why they don't say Trae Young though. I told you, the only reason Trae Young isn't put up there is because of his height. Like, at certain times, you can collapse on Trae Young and he can't pass anymore. You try to collapse on Luka, he still makes the pass. Like, the best pass of the year voted last year was that pass he got collapsed in the corner with in Indiana and whipped it across to Jalen Hardy or whatever. Jaden Hardy, and he made it. So I don't know if Trey can make that pass. That's no knock to Trey. Damon, don't get on me. I'm sorry.
Damon said he's gonna see you on the next crossover.
Pause. Let's see. Richard says I want in on that court vision show if y'all do. That's fine, Richard. Might do it as a members only one as far as talking that as well.
Oh man, you feel like arguing with Larry, huh?
Man, Larry gonna tell me. I don't know what Larry gonna tell me. I can see Larry.
He ain't never made no passes.
What you consider Rondo?
Look it up.
What you consider Rondo?
He kind of in the middle too, like
kind of in the middle as well. Got you. Yeah, Rondo a beast, man. Rondo gonna be one of them dudes that people.
Yeah, Rondo is like very solid.
Coy says, "Nah, bro, we the hottest in baseball all year." What? Coy, I didn't say nothing about Atlanta, did I? I said the Dodgers trying to catch up. I said it's the NL now. Y'all got another team that got 80 wins now. Y'all the hottest in there all year, but we done beat the most winning teams, and we in the harder division. So I'm just saying, if we right behind y'all. Harold says it's currently constructed on paper, talent-wise. We should end the season top 6. We should.
I believe so.
We should. I think 6 is pushing it, but we should. I don't want to be 6.
I want to be top 4.
Yeah. Richard says, would you consider an all-in trade with Minnesota for Nas, McDaniels, Miller, for THJ, Maxey, Green, or Hardy? 1 first, both seconds. Then next year we still have first pick back. Think about it. I really don't want to give it that pick for Nas. If I was going to get Nas that I got in the off season, I feel like I don't know if Nas, he's a guy that's he's a valuable piece as far as can do stuff. But do I think Derek Lively can be better than him? Yes, I do. So if that's the case, I don't want to give a first rounder for him because I think Lively for sure should be better than Nas Reed and pretty short, pretty close. Like soon, I should say. It's my opinion. Uncle Slow Mo says
What up?
if I was a Mavs, I would have definitely offered PJ that same deal in a signing trade. I definitely feel like you can move that contract later if you need to. Your thoughts? I'm with you.
I'm with you too. That's why I just stunned when I saw the news that he got traded. I mean,
Yeah,
they signed that contract. Yeah, 6:30 in the morning.
mm-hmm.
So I'm saying a.m.
Johnny B says game on the line. I guess down two. Who y'all trust? Why you always gotta start problems with the man? Who y'all trust more taking the game when they shot? Luka, Kyrie, or somebody else on the team? I'm gonna let you answer that first round.
Whichever one's hot during the game.
I'll piggyback off the answer. I'm not gonna take the bait. I'll piggyback off that.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna see you on Friday. I'm gonna see you on Friday, Johnny. I'm getting tired of this, man.
If they want two different teams, though, who you picking?
I would have said Luka.
You would have said Luka
because he's on my team.
That's a difficult question because Luka. I gotta see Luka this year because I would say it's easier for Kyrie. It's situational. Because if you double Kyrie, it's harder, I feel like, for him to make a shot than it is Luka. But if Luka has more problems.
We didn't see Luka pull up over cats like two or three cats per game winners. So,
but Luka has more problems as far as the speed of when the time is down, as far as getting something into a spot. Because it's times where, like we said, he just kept doing step back three in that same left corner over and over again last year because it was nothing to get into really. So, if you had a coach that actually drew up plays where it was cutting and stuff involved and all that kind of stuff, then maybe Luka, and hopefully he don't miss shots at the rim like he did in Phoenix or in Dallas. I'm sorry, against Phoenix. So I'm gonna go Luka. I ain't gonna start no beef.
I feel like that's a shot at the coach, man.
Maybe. Glad you picked it up. Harold says Japanese fans, not Chinese. I got you, Harold.
Oh.
Thank you for making it. I didn't say it. Hold up. Did you say that, Carol? Who said the Chinese fan? It was you, right? What? No, the Harold that said it. He fixing him. He correcting himself.
Oh, probably correcting himself, I guess.
Ruthless says D-Book and KD are going to spank y'all. I'll be spanking people, man. Come on. Rev says I'll be in LA this week for the Braves at Dodgers series. I know them Atlanta boys keep looking back. Yeah, we come. Pause Dodgers Nation. That's what I'm talking about, Rev. That's going to be a good one. That's gonna be a good one.
That is gonna be a good one, man.
That's gonna be a good one.
You said Braves at the Dodgers. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, if the Braves go in there and sweep y'all though, then Braves might just be the truth. G2 said if JB is Cap America, that means Luka is Loki, right? Nah, Luka like Galactus.
I would say Luka is
he's the eater of worlds.
I would say he's dark side. If you want to keep it Marvel, he's Thanos.
Right, so you going over there to DC?
So I said I go back to Marvel. It's Thanos.
Harold says wait till next season. Ohtani in the Dodgers uniform. Shoot, I mean,
I ain't gonna lie. I'll be mad if he's a Dodger, bro.
Is he? So I keep hearing about that, but does he want to go to the Dodgers? Because if he's a Dodger, he can't hit every day, right?
Yeah, he can.
How? They don't have a DH.
He gonna be a pitcher and a hitter.
But he's only a pitcher when he pitching. You feel what I'm saying? So what is he playing when he's not pitching?
A hitter.
He got to play a position.
No, he can hit every day.
How? Okay, so in the National League, you got the 9 players, right?
Yeah,
the ninth guy is the pitcher that hits, right? The Dodgers in the National League. So if say Ohtani's
he'll be on his days he'll be the 9th guy.
Yeah, but
on other days he'll be part of the rotation, the batter's rotation.
But how? He got to play the field. Every batter got to play the field. They don't have a DH.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I'm like with the Dodgers, he can't.
My bad. I'm thinking of like, yeah, he can hit, and then on his days pitch, and then he hit at the end of the back of the rotation.
The Angels are an AL team. They have the DH.
Okay.
You feel me? So he DHs and pitches. If he goes to the Dodgers, he'll only be hitting the days that he pitches. unless he's a pinch hitter or something like that for somebody in a game, a pitcher, and then you throw him in there. Like I would, truthfully, you should make him a reliever. Because then you can throw him in as far as like for the pitcher when you want to change to a reliever, and he could be hitting and pitching at the same time. But I don't know if he'll be willing to do that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that part. I was just thinking of the hitting part.
Yeah, he National League, different beast.
Mm-hmm.
Richard said
that's why I always thought he would fit over there. I'm like, yo, he's a pitcher and a hitter. He can pitch. They just be instead of you being like the top of the rotation on the days that you're not pitching, you just be the back of the rotation. You know what I'm saying? On the days you are pitching. So, but then you just said that means you would have to be another position, and you don't have DH. So yeah, that's a good point.
Richard says you want Luka handling the ball, but I want Flat taking the shot. Though his layups are a little better, but his shot is still a lot better. I think. I don't think his layups are a little better. That's the argument I've said before, Richard. Luka, you can say his layup look better, but Luka is makes more and at a higher percentage of layups. So it's again back to the dominant or what you want to look pretty. If one of them is just up and under and all that, but if a guy can just keep getting to the rim and laying it up with his left or his right, I'll still take 2 points. However you give it to me.
Oh, hold on.
They got DH in the NL too now? Am I tripping?
Wait a minute. When they start, bro, that's how you can tell I don't pay attention to the NL like that.
Hold up. They have a DH now, Coy, in the NL?
Now, listen, I remember years ago they were talking about doing that, like making a DH throughout the whole entire league. I didn't know they actually did it.
What? They put the D. Oh, man. He changed it up. So the whole league plays the DH style now. That's wild. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that.
I don't really pay attention to NL like that, bro. So
I don't watch NL. I don't watch NL games when they're at NL home.
Yeah.
They're always at Baltimore. You feel me? We the home team, so it goes with the AL rules or the DH rules. So I didn't know the NL.
Whenever you're at their house, you get the AL rules.
Yeah, I didn't.
House. Yeah.
Who we play?
Yeah, we AL too. So I was saying I never really paid attention to that.
You're right. You're right though, Coy. Because now I'm thinking about it. Every time we've been to the playing an NL team in the NL's place, we still had a DH. He's right. I didn't even think about it watching it this year. I'm like, every time we do still have a DH. We didn't have our pitcher going out there having a hit.
Damn. So that's okay. Damn, how did I miss that though?
It's crazy, right? It just went over my head because I'm not paying attention to the NL.
Like I said, I remember them saying like years ago, maybe like probably 10 years ago, I heard some talks that they were going to do that. They were going to do a universal throughout the whole entire league. They were going to do the DH or whatever. But because they had a lot of people complaining about, like, you know, in the World Series, whoever house you had, you had to flip the rules or whatever. And so they felt like a lot of time that was beneficial for the NL teams or whatever. So, I mean,
that's wild. I knew they did the pitch clock and all that stuff. I didn't know they made
it. Yeah, I knew the pitch clock and all that. Yeah.
Oh, yep, they did. I know they did the shift rule as well, Coy. I'll get to you in a second.
Shift rule, yeah.
You can't shift anymore. Rev says, excuse me, we have a DH spot. We got everything set up for him. If he does sign with us, he'll be a pitcher and a DH. I feel you.
Okay. Damn it.
So y'all got a DH now.
Thought we had y'all on the ropes, Rev. Now you thinking you're something out here, man. Well, if y'all get Ohtani, y'all cheated, man. That's all I gotta say, man.
But he probably gonna sign with the Angels. Are the best chance of signing him now. Crazy that he had to get injured, but they probably like, we may be able to get him now because nobody else. I don't know if any other team gonna sign for that dumb amount right now if he out as far as needing, especially if he needs surgery.
Hey, he didn't get Tommy John though.
No, he didn't get Tommy. Bro, I'm afraid for Felix Bautista for my closer, man. He was on the last out in the 9th inning with 2 strikes, and he freaking didn't finish the game, bro. That's scary. When you got to walk, I was like,
King, I'm not trying to hear you, bro. We got DeGrom.
Oh man, I got you. That's our closer been like our MVP of our team this year. So
our ace has been like not playing.
But y'all played without your ace and still won. Our ace just coming back from Tommy John surgery from 2 years ago.
Hey, yours is back though. Ours gone. He ain't played yet.
Nancy says,
I ain't even seen the jersey yet. That's how bad it is, bro.
They don't sell them in the stores. They're like,
hold on, don't put them up yet. Hold on,
not yet.
When he gets back, then we'll put them up. Like,
we're gonna have a celebration the day he returns and all the jerseys available finally. Nancy says, I think both Luka and Kyrie are capable of hitting the game-winning shot. But what makes no sense at all is Jason Kidd going with the cold hand. He did it last year with so many games, neither one of these guys need to take the last shot for confidence builder. I hope Jason Kidd is not going to coach catering to any one player, but coaches to win instead. I feel you, Nance. You be on one.
Yeah. Because, like, people forget, too, man. Like, yeah, Luka didn't have, like, the greatest year in closing games this year. But people forget the years prior to that, like, Luka was clutch.
Bro, he Luka Doncic. I ain't worried. Coy says, yeah, we do after the shift rule change and pitch clock. It was this year. Okay, so it changed this year.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's
okay.
Wow. Like I'm
That
paying,
makes
I'm looking
sense.
at it, I'm like, man, we have played the NL this year. I ain't even pay attention. We
Yeah, I
haven't
didn't
had a pitcher do it. Like,
either. So you just said, when you said that, I was like, oh, that do make sense. Because none of my pitchers have been hitting. So, yeah.
Yeah, they do. You got JD. I think JD was nice. They slept on JD, especially when he was a Tiger.
Oh, man. I hated him when he played for the Tigers, bro. I mean, I liked him, but I you know what I mean.
Bro, it was what? It was at a point, wasn't it? Prince Fielder,
Prince Fielder,
Miggy,
yep,
Miggy and
Miggy
JD.
Cabrera, yeah,
Yep.
Cabrera,
And JD.
Yeah, and JD, yep.
We
played. It felt like we played the Tigers every year in the playoffs, bro. And I was scared. Like I said, Cabrera, you had Cabrera, you had Fielder, you had JD right there in the middle of that rotation, bro. I said, man, if I could just get through these guys, then we'd be good. Man.
That's a difficult get through though with three guys. You knew Miggy was going to hit. Miggy was automatic.
They surrounded him with Fielder and JD.
Yep.
JD always came up behind him. Yeah.
Yep. Richard says that's the same thing Ohtani going to do right now. He got nobody to protect him. Richard says the DH is what separated, and he's still dominant. The DH is what separated the conferences. Not sure, or the leagues. Not sure how I feel about that. I'm the same thing, Rich. I'm thinking about. I'm like, man, it ain't sunk in yet, I should say. As far as
because it just happened this year. Because like I said, I didn't pay attention to it until Corey said something. Then King just reminded me, like, oh, we did play NL teams this year, and yeah, you're right. My pitcher didn't hit.
Hey, Corey,
you gotta play it back in your head.
Does the All-Star winner still make the league or represent the league, like as far as the World Series?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like, did they change that? Because that used to make the difference. I feel like part of the difference with DH and the pitching rule, as far as what side would have the advantage. But now, if you no longer have that, the All-Star game probably shouldn't represent it. But let me know, Corey, if you do know.
Because really, they did that too to make the All-Star game feel important.
Yep.
I think it's been important since then without that type of stipulation over it. So,
bro, why don't they do that for basketball? Like, no, I've been saying that forever. Why wouldn't they do that for basketball?
We've been talking about that for basketball. Not necessarily like make something to where it's like it make it more enjoyable, right? Like, you know, they try to make they try to add these sit them like, oh, you're gonna give you an extra $1 million. Like, bro, these dudes making 20, 30, 40 million a year. It's not nothing for them now.
The two best teams would be in the finals, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you make it where the All-Star game represents where the finals, where the who has home court, it would be boosted up or beef it up a little bit. Like, even if you had a series, say like in the bubble, right? Remember when Miami made it to the bubble against the Lakers? Miami was such an inferior team, and the Lakers, if the All-Star game had been played in the East, won the All-Star game, Miami would have been the home team. You feel what I'm saying? That adds a little more wrinkle to it where they got a different chance. I think you should do that. I think that would make players play, and they would take the All-Star game seriously if they really played for their conference and wanted to make the finals where it would represent they be home or whatever.
So what if we get a bunch of those players? It's like, I mean, my team not gonna be in there anyway, so I don't care.
I mean, you shouldn't be playing like that if your team in the All-Star game. If you're an All-Star, I hope you are in a contending team, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think like Jason Tatum's and Jaylen Brown's and them would think like that, or Luka. And you feel me? If it's about the finals, I'm trying to make it to the finals. Joker, I'm gonna take it serious. Like, those guys probably not gonna be as lackadaisical or whatever as they usually are. Like, if you made it where it was important for the finals. If Joker would have played for the finals being in Denver, I think he would have been like, oh yeah, I'm playing. You feel me? So I don't know. I think it would help. Mel B says, I think the Mavs found their 2023 version of Sean Marion and DJJ. I ain't going that far.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see.
I think I would throw Omax more into that line than DJJ. DJJ gonna be nice and he gonna do some things, but I don't know Sean Marion. Like, you told me the guy that was playing all the time, that was important all the time, that had to defend Kevin Durant's or Russell Westbrook's. I don't know who Jason Kidd was defending. Yeah, the Dirks, the in practice, the guy that was defending the LeBrons and D Wades and all that stuff. Like, I don't know if DJJ can be the guy to just always do that. Potato says, "What are your thoughts on PJ Washington signing a 3-year, $48 million going back to Charlotte?"
Congratulations. I mean, it would have been nice to go after him, but
that contract's still tradable.
Mm-hmm.
It's still tradable. If it doesn't work out this year, I can still see him getting traded. Because
I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna do that. He's not gonna start.
Because Bridges comes back this year, right?
Yeah, Bridges come back, and then remember they just drafted Brandon Miller, so depending on how they're gonna do what they're gonna do with him. So
you didn't put Bridges on the bench. He only there for 1 year.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's LaMelo guy.
I feel you, but bro, they just gave PJ Washington that contract. Don't they got a player?
So maybe they have Brandon Miller come off the bench. I guess I'm not sure.
They better stop letting Michael Jordan make no decisions before he leave, man. Just stop. Might be done. Richard said, "What's up with the Cowboys and Trey Lance?"
Oh,
I don't even know. I know of Trey Lance. Richard. I don't know nothing about him though.
I don't know nothing about it either, man. So I'm not
sure. Long time, Richard. Been a long time, man. When I was watching it, Cam Newton was still the dude. Harold says, "I wish Ohtani to be a closer. He plays less innings. He could prolong his career as a pitcher. Injuries are scary." Yeah,
that's not a bad idea, Harold.
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea. I didn't think about that. That's not a bad idea.
Only thing, Harold, you asked him to do that at the end of the game, like after he's already done whatever. I guess if he's DHing,
I knew you were gonna say that, bro.
No, if he's DHing though, then it don't matter because he's not gonna be playing the field either way. But you got him running and all if he's running the bases because you know he does.
Yeah, running bases and
he's not slow, so he runs for triples and stuff like that. Like he comes out the gate and moves.
He finna get extended pitches, bro. Because he gonna keep the pitcher out there.
So my thing is, would he be tired by that point? Like a little tired?
Yeah, because he gonna make whoever pitches at him, he gonna make him work. It ain't gonna be no 3 strikes you out type thing with him, bro. You gonna make that dude. You gonna raise his pitch count up for sure. So that's gonna add to it. Like you said, running the bases.
But what he's saying is he gonna be if he's a closer, bro. So say he's just the guy that does 9th inning, right?
Now hold on, is he a closer? How many closers per team? 3?
No, I usually got one closer. Then you got a setup guy and that type of stuff. Okay. It's just one guy that usually comes in at 9th. I mean, you got other guys that usually come.
So he gonna be the every night closer. What I'm asking, because we didn't have an every night closer. We had like a guy like he's the closer, and then maybe you might have one guy who kind of spots him every once in a while.
But if he's the closer, as I'm saying, he still has to hit. He's still hitting and running bases before he does that. Would that tire him out, though? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. No. I'm saying, and he talking about him being the every night closer.
Yeah, to then go to be the closer at the 9th inning and being like, "Oh, I got to go throw now. I've been running and doing this stuff." So I don't know, Harold. It's a hard decision. No, we've never seen it before. That's why he's Ohtani. Like your boy Babe Ruth had to give it up because it's difficult. Rev says, rumor is that we'll still offer him north of 400 to 500 million. Angels are going to have to help bro drop his stuff down the street to a real LA team. Angels are the Clippers version of the MLB. That's ridiculous,
man, bro. Hold on, bro. You're not just going to walk away from that one, bro. You're not going to walk away from him. Jesus.
Coy says, Ohtani wants to win. Don't be surprised if he's a Brave or a Dodger or Astro Rangers. Will not be able to sign him with the contract he wants, and I don't think the All-Star game does anything. Okay, y'all took it away then. Well, not you, but the All-Star game is taken away as far as the incentive. He said DH rule was adopted by the NL in 2022. Okay. He says, Coy said, I think they get extra money for the All-Star game. Okay. Johnny B says, I think Exum may take some of Green's minutes, and Hardy might get traded by the deadline if they keep Tim. Johnny B, I'm going to keep. If you're not a Glow Yard member, you don't know what I said yesterday on the show. So I'm going to leave it alone for right now because I still want to sleep on it. But Josh Green, Coy, man. I mean, I got to see more. I need to see more Josh
Johnny,
Green.
I'm still on the train that they're going to probably move Tim after the 5th.
Yeah. Josh Green got to step it up, though, man.
I'm going to stand on that. I got till training camp.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I think it's the 5th, man. I think that's the 5th.
I still see Josh Green. I think Josh Green going to be a good player. I agree with what you're saying, but I think Josh Green either way going to be a good player. He got it. We can't wait. We don't have time to wait for Josh Green. Like, I'm sorry, Josh. That's my thing with him right now. So we got to find out. Potato B says, what are your thoughts on Jaylen Brown playing for the Big 3 All-Star game? Do you think active/retired players should participate on those kinds of events? Absolutely.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, it's the same as him. Guys playing for what's that league they play in every summer?
the Drew League.
Thank you, Drew League. Just like playing for like the Drew League or the Pro Am or whatever. Like it's just like that, man. It's half court basketball, so he's fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine. I hope he dominates. I guess he gonna have that on his shoulders. He don't care though, so that's cool.
And this might be precedent, man, for other players to do that too. Active players to do that, man. They start to bring some more light to the big three.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I agree with it. You can mix some guys together. They can make that an all-star game. Some active players with some retired players. Retired with active all-stars.
Do like a 3-on-3 thing during the All-Star game or something, All-Star break.
You saying you can see Jordan play finally? Get ran over by Zion?
Man, I still don't want to see Jordan playing those 60 years old.
I don't either, bro. I'm good. I need to see the Jordan memories I got. I don't even need the Wizards memories for real. Big J says, Glow Yard Gang member says, since PJ was signed long-term, do we go after Bridges as a free agent?
Now, Big J, you asking what we do, or you asking
what should they do?
What they do? It's two different questions. I would, like I said before, I would love to have Bridges. Would the Mavericks get Bridges? That's a different question. The whole optics, man. I don't know. I don't think they would.
Rib says Mavs tickets drop August 31st. Y'all going to any games? Yeah, I'm gonna go to a couple. At least I'm gonna go to a few, obviously, but I'm gonna go to one at least over there.
I'm trying to get back to going to the away games, man. I like going to the away games. I've been to enough Mav games at home, man.
I like saying bye-bye when they lose.
Yeah, I like being loud in a crowd full of people who I'm going for. That's the best feeling, man.
I went to Madison Square Garden the first time KP.
Yeah,
bro.
Matter of fact, King not going to no more away games. I told him to stay at home. Bro. Every game he didn't win to, he didn't lose.
He lost, yes, but I went to Madison Square Garden that game. KP went back. That was an awesome experience. So that was fun. Shout out to New York.
That's one of the ones I got to go to. I know TGK didn't want to go to the San Antonio game, so I'm gonna probably get that together. I usually try to do 2 away games a year. I just got to look at the map and see. I usually work my way out. I think my next 2 was supposed to be Denver and I want to say Memphis. I think was the other 2 I was supposed to be doing, but I gotta sit down with the missus and try to map that out for this season.
Nancy says, "Hey, Glow Yard, hit that like button. We got almost 50 people watching and only 23 likes. It only takes 1 second. Thanks, Glow Yard. You're awesome. Thank you, Nancy. And it takes less than 1 second, actually.
Thank you, Nancy."
Johnny B says, "What y'all think Keith makes it past training camp?" Yes.
Yeah, he'll make it.
Harold says, "Josh Green always hurt. Bro is gone by the deadline. Watch."
Josh Green always hurt.
He got hurt again. Like it's on for the summer thing. Every time it's his chance to prove something, he
gets
happen or a nick or something like that. That's what he's saying. Coy says, "King, I agree about Josh. That injury didn't help any." Yeah, Coy, it's a horrible moment to get an injury, especially with all that praise you were getting at that moment. We wanted to see you, and then it's like, what? The guy that came here as the throwaway guy is now looking better than you on your team?
Yeah, shout out to Exel, man. He been balling, man.
Then Glow Yard Gang member said, "What is the Big Three?" It's a league, co-owned, I think, by Ice Cube. It's a bunch of older players or players that didn't make it in the league and that kind of stuff. And they play. It's basically like the second, the main. I don't know if it's bigger. Is it bigger than the G League now?
No, probably not.
No, so probably the third biggest basketball thing we got over here, league. We Certes says Josh is still playing fast and scared on the Australian team. Some players are not made for the big moment.
See,
I'm still trying to not get on that train. Yeah, I told you I'm just trying to stay indifferent on that too right now. Big J said we already have the White to offset the Angels versus
the good versus the bad, I guess.
Oh, good versus bad. Okay. I mean, we got the White for everything, Big J. You know.
We got the White to pass out turkeys to the homeless.
This for you, bro. Are you going to Wemby versus Luka game, bro?
Man, that's on a Wednesday, man. Wait, that's the one on Wednesday? Yeah, because the first game's on a Friday. I'm gonna look at the schedule. If they can play a game like closer to the weekend, I would go. Because that game's gonna be on a Wednesday, so it's gonna be kind of hard for me to go to that game. I mean, I had to go down to San Antonio, and I don't
Y'all,
know how TG. I don't know what TGK's schedules look like around that time, so we'll have to see. But we're gonna eventually go to one of those games in San Antonio.
y'all played 4. We played 4 against San Antonio this year, right?
Yeah, 2 here, 2 there.
I need to look it up. I might try to visit one of those games. Might be the game. Mel says,
Yeah, man, and to be honest with you, not Oklahoma, San Antonio has a pretty nice stadium, not bad.
Mel, they showed on them championships. Melby said, didn't know Seawood played at UNLV with DJJ. Always dope to see former college teammates win again. They ain't gonna play together no more, no Melby. Not on this team.
Hey, he was a year too late.
Rib says, any news on Ayton? Nico got to find a way to get him. I'm not playing. I'm not watching Powers. I'll start in center. No news on Ayton right now.
Ribs. Listen, Ribs, the only news I got was the White Powell. They just signed him to another extension. It just got the news here, so no news on Ayton yet, man. They said the White Powell got another 3-year extension on top of the 3 years he got.
I heard Ayton been looking good for the Bahamas.
Yeah, he has.
You said easy 18 and 10?
Bro, like I said, sleepwalk 18 and 10, bro. That's all I gotta say, man.
I've never seen people cry or not want somebody that sleepwalks on 18 and 10, bro.
When y'all got a guy, everybody talking about tries his hardest, man. He works so hard to get you like 5 and 3.
That's about it, bro.
I guess, man. But yeah, man, that's gonna probably do it for us, guys. We definitely appreciate everybody rocking with us for a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs, guys. Listen, man, we will be back here on. Well, actually, we'll be back here Tuesday, guys. So we definitely appreciate everybody rocking with. Listen, guys, if you are brand new to the channel, if you're into Dallas Mavericks content, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. Please hit that subscribe button, guys. That'll help us to build up the algorithm. I'm sorry, I said build the algorithm. Help us to build the channel up, man, guys. Hit subscribe. My bad. Hit subscribe. Hit the like button to help us build up the algorithm. That'll definitely help out the channel a lot too, guys. Also, guys, if you ever want to become a member of the channel, guys, please hit that join button right next to the subscribe button if you're on an Android or on your computer. But if you're on your iPhone, guys, you guys can go to Safari, then go to the YouTube desktop, go to our channel page. You can hit join that way, guys. Great content. Like I said, Fridays are my most favorite days, man. Like I said, like King said, shout out to Larry and them, man. They keep it interesting on Fridays, man. That'd be the best times, man. Like we definitely be in there debating and arguing and stuff about Mavs, man. It'd be pretty fun. Also, too, guys, we have our merch up too, guys, on our page. You either can find it on our Twitter page, guys, or you can go right here on YouTube, go over to the About tab, scroll down to Glow Merch, and you can find our merch that way. Click on that link, and it'll take you right to the page. Let's see. This will be up in podcast form here in a little bit too, guys. If you listen to us on podcast form, shout out to the people who do listen to us on podcast. Feel like there's something else I'm forgetting. Oh, all of our socials are down in the description box below, guys. So you can go down there and click on each of those links, and it'll take you right to our social pages. King, is there anything I'm missing?
Share, and more share, guys. It's because of you guys that we get people like Ruthless Raccoon here to see the show. We appreciate him. Shout out to him and the rest of the Go Yard. And actually, we got something special actually coming up this Friday as far as merchandise for the Glow Yard members, telling you guys how you can get.
Actually, I'm not gonna be here Friday.
Will you have it ready? Can I do it?
I'll work on it. I'll see what I can do.
Maybe, guys. Jeez, we might wait till the next Friday as well.
Gotta wait till next Friday. Yeah.
We got something coming up though for you guys. Something special as far as on the jersey, merchandise, and all that stuff. But we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Continue to share. We're on our way to our next goal still of 2,000. Let's go.
Yes, sir. I would not be here next Saturday, guys. We'll be out of town. I should be back to do the show on that following Tuesday. So we'll have a show this Tuesday. King will be doing the members only show on Friday, and we will not have a show next Saturday. So just kind of give you guys a heads up now. Also, too, guys, go ahead and follow my other channel here, Cause We Geeked, guys, here on YouTube. A lot of the people tell me I'm not promoting it enough, so I guess I'm gonna start doing that a little bit more here, man. So guys, follow us on Cause We're Geeked, man. We have live shows every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Time. Great follow, guys. Me and my cuz Will. We just be geeking out on all things movies and television and all kind of other things, man. So you guys can follow us on there on Cause We're Geeked on YouTube. Kings, or anything else?
Somebody said the Suns were trash back in 2011. Okay, sorry. Suns and 4.
Man, I like that gold tag the Suns got on the back of their jersey too, man.
That one gold tag, buddy. You said Devin Booker had been in the playoffs by the same amount of time as Luka. He been in the league much longer.
Oh yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Gotcha. Suns and 4.
And still can't close out games.
Still can't close out games. Game 7 book.
But yeah, with all that being said, man, listen. It is your boy Rail. And my boy King. As we talk Mavs, we'll be back here on Tuesday. Same Mav time, same Mav channel. Go Mavs. And we out.